In December of 1606, on the cold winter waters of the Thames River, 3 small ships prepared to leave London. They were named the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery. On board were around 105 men and boys, no women, no families, only individuals chosen for their potential to help build a colony in the New World. Some were laborers and craftsmen, others were soldiers and adventurers, and a number were gentlemen unused to the hard work that lay ahead. These settlers were bound together under the sponsorship of the Virginia Company of London. Their mission was to establish a permanent settlement, explore for wealth, and secure England's foothold in the Americas. For them, the Atlantic crossing was only the first test, and it would prove far harsher than anyone had imagined. The voyage across the ocean lasted more than 4 months. On ships that were never meant for comfort, the men lived in cramped conditions. Food was simple and repetitive: salted meat, hard biscuits, dried peas, and occasionally cheese. Water was stored in wooden casks, but over time it grew stagnant and foul-tasting. The weather made the journey worse. Winter storms battered the small vessels, slowing their progress and forcing detours. John Smith, one of the most outspoken figures aboard, clashed with others and was even placed under arrest for part of the voyage. The seeds of division were already visible before the colony was even born.
At last, in April of 1607, the weary passengers sighted land. Relief must have swept across the ships as they sailed into a broad body of water they would name Chesapeake Bay. The scene was unlike anything most of them had ever known. Dense forests stretched along the shoreline, and the land seemed both rich with promise and filled with uncertainty. The settlers paused to explore, and here they planted a wooden cross to mark England's claim. But their mission was not to remain by the coast. Their instructions were to travel inland, to find a defensible site that could serve as a lasting base. Sailing up a wide river, they named it the James in honor of their king and continued their search. The settlers eventually stopped at a spot about 40 miles upriver. They chose it for its defensive position, surrounded by water on 3 sides, with a deep channel that allowed ships to anchor close to shore. To the leaders, it seemed safe from sudden attack by rival European powers, especially the Spanish. The men named the site Jamestown, once again in honor of King James I. But what appeared secure would soon prove dangerous. The land was low and swampy, the water brackish and unsafe to drink, and the surrounding environment swarmed with mosquitoes carrying disease. The voyage from England to the James River was only the beginning of the Jamestown story. In the next part of our series, we will follow their first efforts to build a fort and to endure in a place that seemed determined to defeat them.